You guys are in different phases of education. Obviously, education is intense in America. It's very competitive. How are you balancing your education and the requirements of the assignments and the lessons and the test prep with this project of yours?
So for me, as being in high school, as you mentioned, it's extremely competitive, but I've always found that all team members are willing to work with everyone else's schedule. Like we all understand that everyone has individual lives and are extremely understanding to that. Um, and I also think that when it's something that you're so passionate about and care so deeply about, you'll always like find a way to make time for it. So because we all care so much about, making Project Janani come alive, we're able to find the time that's necessary to put into it.
I completely agree with Falak. Yeah, like high school is really competitive and like you need a lot of time to devote to that. But also, I feel like when you find something as passion that you were passionate about, such as learning and uncovering that earth of knowledge, is it gives you the desire to put aside time for that. So as for me, I devote, a few hours of certain days of my week to Project Janani, so I can set aside that time to focus only on that. Because I'd like to have my full focus on Project Janani. Um, and I feel like it also gives me a break from, the technical work that I do in school, and all that STEM related knowledge that I have to study. Project Janani gives me like that humanity side, where I can, expand and expand my mind, and not just focus on, like technical things, but also learn more, not just about Hindu culture, but about anything. And talking with other people on Project Janani is also really important. Um, Opening up those conversations is also a great way for me to learn more. And I think, just going back, if you're passionate about something, you'll obviously devote enough time for it to be successful for you.
Yeah, so I think Falak and Ria spoke from more of a high school sense. Let me give like the college perspective a bit. So college gives you a ton of independence, right? And college is the sort of transitory time where you learn decision making skills. You start to learn how to live with yourself and gain a lot of independence and start to learn how the real world works. So with that comes a lot of stress and pressure and crises, obviously. And I found that learning about Hindu Dharma has actually had a mutualistic effect with my own educational commitments, in the sense that it didn't take time away. In fact, it improved my performance in my academic sense. There was this time during junior year of college where I was immensely stressed out. I added another degree, and I was basically like had no sleep. I was up all night doing problem sets and homework problems, and at that time, obviously a lot of stress and pressure. I started reading the Valmiki Ramayana, like at its original source, the Sanskrit text, and it transformed me in the sense that like everything that I wanted was like within the text. Valmiki wrote it in such a beautiful way. It's very hard to explain unless you actually go and read the text. But like all the answers you tend to look for are like within these texts. It's easy to say, but obviously everyone has to go read it for themselves to find the answers to the questions they're seeking for. But going back to what I was saying, I think learning and going on these experiences have in fact only made my uh, academic nature or educational competence even better.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. धन्यवाद, नमस्कार.